Guys, I wanted to come to you really quickly and talk to you about our April kudos, which is they're bringing back one of the all-time best kudos that we've ever had. And a kudos is just our customer special. And so it's called the Flawless 4. And what it includes is your shade of our Touch Liquid Foundation. And these come in, I believe, 12 shades or 12 or 13 shades. And so I can help you color match. There's a great quiz that you can take that will give you your exact shade. So you get a bottle of the Touch Liquid Foundation. You get one of our Skin Perfecting concealers. This concealer is amazing. A little bit goes a long ways. I've had this tube for a million years, but you literally need just the tiniest little speck. You can conceal on your face. I use a little bit lighter color to conceal the dark circles that I have under my eyes and kind of highlight under my eyes. You get our liquid foundation brush, and this is great. It's got a little scoop out in the middle. You can even use it with our BB cream, and then you can rim the liquid foundation around. It's a little bit angled, so it gets underneath your eyes and around the corners of your nose perfectly, and it's super soft, and our brushes are meant to last, and so this is a nice sturdy brush that will last you a really long time. And then the first step in the Flawless 4 is our Touch Touch Glorious Face Primer, And so you do the primer first, and then you can either do your liquid foundation next, followed by your concealer, or some people do their concealer followed by the foundation. So I'm going to show you just really quickly how easy this is to apply to get the finish that you want. The liquid foundation has a photo enhancing quality, and so it does not, it's super lightweight, serum in consistency, does not settle into fine lines or wrinkles. It has a brown algae in it, so it's going to help your skin tone and texture as well, and it just leaves a really nice powdery matte finish. Okay, so you start with a little bit of the primer, and I think priming your face is key for any makeup application that you do, because what this does is it just fills in all of the pores and the fine lines, and it gives you that canvas to apply really smoothly a nice thin layer of your foundation. And so I use about the size of maybe a pea, a small pea-sized. It's clear, so you probably can't even see it. It's right here. And then this can also be used as a hair. You can run it through your hair at the end, whatever you have left on your hands, to actually give you kind of that silky texture to your hair as well. So I usually will just dab that little pea-sized amount all over my face, and then I just blend it in. I put it underneath my eyes. I focus because I have a lot of pores in my nose, the fine lines around my mouth, and you blend it in, and it's just a lightweight, kind of silky consistency. And you can see that it just kind of blurs any imperfections that you have on your skin. Normally, if I were doing this, not doing a video, I want to try to get through this as quickly as possible so I'm not making this super long. I would let this sit on my face for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. I'll go and do something else really quick and then come back. But for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and just get started. With the liquid foundation, because the minerals are a little bit heavier, it is really important that you shake this each and every time you use it. And then I also will open it up and squeeze what's in the dropper out, close it, and then shake it a little bit more. And that's just to make sure that when you're drawing that little bit of liquid up that you're going to use on your brush, you're getting stuff that has been shaken really well and that the minerals are all mixed in, so it's nice and pigmented. Okay, so I do my foundation first. So what I'm going to do is squeeze up a little of the serum in the dropper, and then I'm going to ring it. So I don't put it in the center of the dropper, but I'm going to put about 4 drops on the outside of the brush. Close this well because I've actually knocked it over on the counter and spilled it all out. So just close it, put it aside. And then what I do is I tap it, pat it on my face to get all of the foundation off on my skin so I'm not applying all of it in one location. And then I kind of buff and push it into my skin at the same time. But like I said, the angle of this brush and the texture, because it's so soft, it gets up in the creases around your mouth. And I'm going to do just half of it right now so that you can kind of see the difference. It's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything on your skin at all because the shades they match so well. You don't have that line at your neck. But I don't know if you can see, it's covered up the brown spot that I had there as opposed to the ones that I have here. It's even done a okay job of covering up the dark circles, but it just leaves you with just such a dewy, soft finish. And so I'm going to go ahead and just buff the other side as well. And again, I'm just kind of pushing in on the brush as I'm buffing, but this brush is really it's made for our liquid foundation. And so I'm going to cover up, see the dark spots that were there are covered. And then I bring it down just a little bit onto my neck so that there isn't that difference in the color. And again, I'm just going to buff up here. And then that's it. Look at, it just really evens out the texture and gives such a smooth, soft look to your skin. As you age, you want to make sure you're not using anything that's very heavy on your skin because it will settle into the fine lines, and that's what I love about this foundation is it does not do that. And so that's the liquid foundation. Then as far as the concealer goes, I just use a little tiny bit. I mean, less than a grain of rice is really all you need. I apply it to the back of my hand, so I'm hoping that you can see that. It's right here, just a small amount. My skin color that I use in the foundation is chiffon, and I'm going down a couple of shades to organza to highlight under my eyes. And then I use our concealer brush and pick up just a little bit of that product on my brush, and then I'm just going to brush it in kind of an upside down triangle underneath my eye. And I do it on the other side. I'm kind of letting the concealer warm up to my skin temperature as I do this. But this is going to give me, and then I do here too, it's going to give me a really nice highlight underneath my eyes. And then I go into the corner because I get darkness there in the corner of my eyes. And then you can even do it just a little bit under your brow to give you a little bit of that highlight under the brow as well. And then at this point, once I get it on and it starts warming to my skin temperature, then you can either blend it with your finger just by patting it in, or you can use a blending bud as well, just to kind of get it really pressed. And I'm not swiping it off, but I'm literally pressing it into my skin. And then that's it. And what I do is I set this then with some of our setting powder, which is currently out of stock, but I love it because it's nice and lightweight, and I'll just pat that onto my skin. But look at the difference that makes in my skin. It's amazing. I have not found a concealer that works as well as this one, and with just a little bit, and as far as the way my skin looks, I really like the way it looks with the actual liquid foundation. And so the deal this month, April 2017, it's called the Flawless 4, and you get all 4 of these items. You get the brush, the primer, the foundation, and the concealer for $99. And I believe it saves about $40. I think it's normally $138 for all of these items. And so it's $99 if you add a concealer brush, if you add a blending bud, or even a mascara, you're going to get the free shipping. And so let me know if you need help choosing your shade on the post below. I did there's like a link for a quiz, and you can click on that. I think it's 5 or 6 questions that it asks you. One of the questions that it's going to ask you is to look at the veins, the color of the veins in your wrist, and you'll tell whether they're blue, green, like a blue purple, or a green, or a combination of both. And that's going to that's going to tell them what your skin tone is. Pink, more of a warm tone, more yellows to your skin. And then you'll answer a couple of other questions, and it really is very accurate. It chose mine correctly, even when I did it a number of times. and answered it just a little bit differently, it actually got the shade of chiffon for me. So if you have any questions, you can take that quiz, and then you can also send me a picture and I can help you make sure you're getting the right color. But I think you will love this, and this is an amazing deal. We don't do this very often. It was, gosh, I want to say it was about a year ago we had this, and it was a super popular one. So let me know if you have any questions. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.